Pasha here getting 3 huge headshots.
He's walking around and just walking in a stacked wonderland. He gets himself a hat-trick of frag. Bro have won.
And with that, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back once again. We already have the second match coming up. That's between mTw and Epsilon Esports. Now, it's a pleasure for me to welcome all of you, and I hope you guys are going to have a great time here. We just had one incredible best of 3 that went to all 3 maps. That was between London Conspiracy and Kick Esports Club, and it was London Conspiracy that came out on top in a very, very cool best of 3. That was a lot of fun. Now, let's see if the Germans and the French are going to show us something similar. Semler, who are you siding with, I wonder?
I don't know. Actually, Epsilon is probably a pretty fair bet here. One thing I want to point out, though, Anders, is we're 1 for 1 right now in the prediction scores. Just saying.
What was the scoreline the last one?
16-9, bro. London Calling.
Oh, nicely done. Well played. Maps change. I'm going to see if I can find out what the maps is for this one. I don't know yet. Obviously, that makes a difference. But you did sort of hint at it, didn't you? Epsilon is definitely the favorite teams here. They have been playing really well, apart from that one match that they played against...
ESG.
No, Fnatic. They played
Or
one
was it
map
Fnatic?
against... They played one map against Fnatic a couple of days ago, or I think yesterday, where they just got destroyed. In a ridiculous way. But, and that was actually a Mirage where Fnatic just played really well. But apart from that, they've been playing really strongly. They beat Virtus Pro, they beat Hellraisers, and things are looking good for the French team. And I think everyone is pretty excited. FXGO, the latest edition, has been proven quite strong, except for that one Fnatic game. But apart from that, he's been playing really well. And we'll see if it's going to continue that way. It's hard to predict right now, I think. But mTw, we do know them a little bit. So let's just see if I can actually find the... the actual lineup here. Yeah, there we go. So it's going to be Krauderhumpen, which is a guy I don't know, but it's a great name, obviously. NKY, QK Mantis, MNL, and NKJ. At least the last 3 we definitely know. Mantis, MNL, and NKJ are well-known names in the German scene, and they've been in various teams together in the past, I remember. NKY, I'm not sure if I recognize. Maybe somebody can help me out in the chat if anybody does recognize him. And if you're joining, if you're, an old 1.6 fan and you're joining, you're thinking, oh wow, mTw and Counter-Strike. This isn't the mTw of the olden days with Sonic and Ave and Trace and Arcadian and all of these other players that we know so well. Slightly different lineup. But we'll see. It would be kind of fun if another top sort of German team could appear. We need more good German teams. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, especially since there's a whole lot of German players and viewers. So it's like we need some German teams here to back all those viewers up. Give them something to cheer for. I mean, we do have, I believe, Planky Dynamics, yeah, Mouse Sports, yeah, mTw, and then Berserk, but who are no longer Berserk. What's their new name?
Berserk, who did they get? I'm completely blanking. I forget what it is, but they did, you're right, they did get picked off. They got picked up by a new organization, Play something? No. I can't believe I'm blanking on this, I apologize, but yeah, they do actually have a new organization there, and they're probably, I don't believe they're actually playing in this tournament, though. I think they got bombed out. It could have been. I'm forgetting too, so, is it Penta something, right?
Oh, is that it? Penta Esports? What is it again?
Penta Esports, yes. Setaman in the chat, thank you very much for subscribing.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Us out. Yeah, definitely appreciate it. And a big thanks, of course, to all the subscribers for subscribing and helping us out. It makes a big difference in our monthly budget to being able to run the channel as much as we can. So definitely means a lot. And in return, we're going to give you guys 2 full days of Counter-Strike. We've had one best of 3. We're going to have this best of 3, but after that, we still have 2 more best of 3s. We could be having Counter-Strike all day and all evening and all night if it goes to full distance. And then we're going to do the exact same tomorrow. More best of 3s coming up. Good times.
Well, this is it, guys. This is the qualifier, the European qualifier for Gamescom. The next major to come through.
Yes.
Is going to be Gamescom. It's happening mid-August in like what, 2 or 3 weeks? 3 weeks time, just about. A little bit less than 3 weeks now. And this is it, the European qualifier. 6 teams advance from this qualifier. 4 from the upper bracket and 2 from the lower bracket will qualify for the main event in Cologne, Germany.
That's what it's down to. And looking at the maps, just I figured out what they were for this match. It's Mirage, Inferno, and Nuke. So those are the 3 that we're seeing. And I'm liking the map difference here. I'm wondering for the qualifier, though, if... I'm guessing they haven't put Overpass and Cobblestone in. I'm actually not sure what the... I'm guessing the map picking rules for the qualifier are the normal ones. I'm not 100% on that. We'll figure it out later, I'm sure.
Skirk is talking some smack, saying that I had no faith in him. Like, that's it, bro. No more MM. We haven't gone for a morning jog in ages, though. We need to start doing that again. I've been bad sleeping in. It's not good. We gotta get the stream going again with Skirk, bro.
That would be a good idea. Yeah, we need more pro players streaming. So why not? Why not after a win like this, Skirk? Why not fire up the stream, get some more fans? I'm sure a lot of people were impressed and surprised by the way London Conspiracy played that game. So now's a good time. But I honestly don't know what to expect. I think... Okay, I'm going to put it like this. I think there's about an 80% chance that Epsilon is going to take this match in a best of 3. The 20% I'm going to leave up to the idea that I see there's almost no chance, I think, that Epsilon have actually practiced to play against mTw. And they might not... It might be that mTw has a really weird and super aggressive style or something that Epsilon just isn't quite used to. That's the only way I can see that Epsilon might have an issue here. But otherwise, I think the Frenchmen do have a pretty good chance of taking this.
Well, with this lineup, we know for a fact that Epsilon haven't played any officials against mTw on this map. Or at all, pretty much, as far as I know. So there is that. They may have pracked against one another, but then again, prack is not the same as live. So you always have to keep that in the back of your mind. You know, it's something that actually teams have suffered from going into major tournaments. Is, you know, oh yeah, we've like torn everybody up in prac matches. We're doing so well, and then they get into the actual tournament, and it's a completely different beast. They get caught off guard. So it's something that we have to keep in mind here. But yeah, mTw. The thing is that Epsilon, despite the beatdown they took, was it just last night? Yeah. They're still a very formidable team on Mirage. They are not a team to be taken lightly. FXO has already proven that he is perfectly capable of ruining everybody's day with the AWP. So, well, he's obviously going to be somebody we're going to be keeping our eyes on here for Epsilon.
No doubt about that. What else can we say, really? We're just waiting for the game to get started. I figured out it is the old map in the old video system for the qualifiers, so no Cobblestone Overpass just yet. We're going to have to wait for the main tournament to see some of those maps, if ever they are going to get picked, which I'm sure they will eventually be. In fact, it's really hard if one team just decides to want to play those maps for everyone else to ban them out, because of the way the video system works. But we'll get into that later. This is the European Finals qualifying for the $250,000 tournament that's going to be at Gamescom in the middle of August. So it's going to be really, really important to make it through here and qualify. And Epsilon, I think, definitely have set their sights on being able to do this. But the competition is hard. We have 16 teams, and only 6 of them are going to go through and qualify for the main event. So welcome to the show, everyone. This is Room on Fire, and we are just about to be ready here with the new best of 3. No map's been played yet in this one. It's going to be Mirage for the first one, and as soon as they're ready, we are too. So, I mean, I actually think this is going to be a 2-0 victory for Epsilon.
I don't think that would be too much of a stretch, because Epsilon are a team that have already proven that they can hang with the best, and they are also clearly a favorite to take this tournament. Well, the thing is that you only need to get to the semifinals of the winner bracket to have qualified. So there is that, or the loser final, essentially top 2 for losers will go through as well. But Epsilon are just looking at the lineup of teams, and it's a fantastic, 16 team lineup that we have going into this tournament. Epsilon definitely a favorite, up there with Na'Vi, up there with Titan. It would just be a massive upset if they didn't actually qualify for the main event.
I agree. It'd be very upsetting. It'd be very tragic as well, because if there is one thing that I've been waiting for quite a while for, and well, I say quite a while, but I've been waiting since I've seen him play. I really want to see FXO play on LAN.
Agreed.
That would be a big test, I think, and I'm curious to see if he's going to be playing as well online as he is online.
That's a question that's on all of our minds, because he made such a big entry onto the scene when he got picked up by Epsilon. Because Epsilon, they performed well at DreamHack Valencia. They got into the finals and just narrowly lost versus LDLC in the finals of Valencia. But that was with mTw on the lineup, who was a recent addition to the team, brought in to fill a gap, basically, after I believe Hearts bowed out. And, that was the thing. It's like, they needed mTw, they had faith in mTw to step it up, but then FXO apparently, became available, and Epsilon, they drop mTw, they bring in FXO, and then everybody's kind of wondering, like, okay, what can we expect from FXO? Is this guy going to be up there? Is he going to be worthy of, like, Shoxy's team? And then he proves to actually just, in the first best of 3 we see him play in, drop 2 30 bombs. And you're like, okay then, this is definitely a guy we have to be keeping our eyes on here. This is just some quality play coming out of this cat.
Yeah. No doubt about that. What? Okay. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted by bot Ethan here. So just to go through what's actually happening here, how this qualifier works is we have 16 teams. It's a double elimination bracket with all best of 3 games. And that means we're going to have the 4 top teams from the upper bracket, 2 teams from the lower bracket, making 6 in total going through. That's how it works. So London Conspiracy, who just won, are not through yet. They got to win even more before they can secure that spot.
They have to win another best of 3, essentially. If they can keep on going until they are in, because right now, basically they've won their way into the round of 8, if I'm not mistaken, and they need to make it into the round of 4, essentially, winner bracket.
Yeah. That'd be a huge victory for LC. It'd be very impressive if they can get that far. But now, ladies and gentlemen, here it comes. Hope you're ready for it. mTw versus Epsilon. Best of 3 game just starting now. ESL 1 Cologne 2014 European Finals. The qualifiers here, and you're at Room on Fire. Thank you so much for joining us. Remember to subscribe and follow the channel, and also to click the link at the bottom of the page for the Facebook raffle for one of those Zoe keyboards that we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing it on Wednesday for our own Case King of the Hill tournament. Hope you guys are looking forward to that as well. But right now, sit back, enjoy. Hope you have all of your Saturday and Sunday cleared, because it's going to be all Counter-Strike all weekend, and it's going to be great. So far, we've already seen amazing Counter-Strike from both Kick and LC. Now it's mTw and Epsilon's turn, and we'll see how it all starts here.
Yeah, and this is just to give a quick update on how the bracket is playing out, because we've had 8 teams play so far in the first round. Now we're into the second round here, second round of best of 3s for this round of 16. London Calling have obviously made it through. That was our first match of the day. But at the same time, DAT and ESG have also made it through to the next round of best of 3s. So ESG, we all know them as XSK pretty much, Delpan and Michaelele. But DAT also managing to take out Mousesports 2-0. So we'll see who's going to make it through to join them, but Epsilon pretty clear favorites. Now we have to see Epsilon starting on the T side so far in this half.
Yeah, good job. Really good, I think, for mTw. I guess it's not really a good job that they're starting here, but it's nice that they get started on the CT side, because I think they need everything they can possibly get to win against Epsilon. They have a great stack going on here at this bomb site, but SF and GMX just do not care about stacks. Nice shot from NKY. Not sure it's going to be enough here. He's actually got a good double kill in it. It's somehow turned into a 2-on-2. Shoxy still alive. Kyoshima still alive. See if they can actually close out this round. QK Mantis looking for a kill.
Yeah. Look at this. Look at the position from Kyoshima right now. Interesting play. He's going to go for a bit of a shot, but then NK instantly gives him. This is good. Shoxy now in a 1v2, but he's facing down. He's facing down a 5-7. This is not looking good for him. That Kevlar is not going to be worth too much. Actually, he doesn't even have Kevlar, Shoxy.
No, and he can't even go for a bomb plant either. And this is really tricky. He's doing the right thing, I think, just waiting for them to peak, but then again, mTw is doing the right thing, waiting for him to peak, so eventually he's going to lose because of the time. That's how it works out. Now he's creeping around, and when he does, QK Mantis is going to be right here with the 5-7, Shoxy peeking in, and you called it. 5-7 at that range is pretty lethal.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of hope of getting through it. I really like how the movement from the 2 surviving members there as well. Just very clean, and also constantly spamming. You notice that? Constantly spamming movement keys just to keep sharp, just to make sure that they're not losing focus, drifting, right? Because they need to kill Shoxy the instant he comes around a corner. So how do they stay sharp for that? They're just constantly spamming 80, 80, 80, 80, 80, just getting in that rhythm, not to lose focus and let Shoxy get the jump on them.
Sadly. So a good start coming up from mTw actually looked a little bit worrying, because they had a 3-man stack in the B bomb site, and they lost 2 out of the 3 immediately as Epsilon came in there, but then they managed to recover anyway. And that is actually pretty impressive. Now they've gone for 4 FAMASs and one P90. They're not kidding here. They really want to win this round.
They haven't invested too much in nades as well. That's the thing. Going for the FAMAS helmet armor like that, at least they aren't, skimping on the helmet armor. So that's going to help facing down, 5 CZ75s. But this is a pistol armor buy out of Epsilon Esports, and they are really gearing up for a B rush here. Flashes should be going in any second now, and Crowder Humpin with the Pro 90 goes for it. Surprise! And it's going to be the nade combo.
Yeah, he actually just gets the 1 kill now. NKY's down here, but a good grenade coming in, and don't think they're going to be able to put the bomb down here. 2 on 3 in Epsilon have actually done a pretty good job just doing a lot of damage here to the CT side, but it's not enough to win the round, and it's only NKY picking up a triple kill. Good start for the Germans.
Yeah, that's solid. They still lose 2 to Epsilon Esports, but then Epsilon Esports, they want to get at least 3 investment in the round. I'd say they'd probably want to get at least 3 if they aren't getting the plant.
Yeah.
So they still have another round of eco ahead of them here, Epsilon Esports. Just picking up a couple CZs, kind of skimping, saving here and there, just to make sure that they have enough to be able to go into a pretty solid 3rd round buy. But mTw, not wasting any time. They really are just reinvesting in the rifles. Although Crowder Humpin, kind of taking a bit of a risk here, not going for helmet armor.
Grenade gonna rain down. FX Show takes a little bit of damage, and looks like they might try for a boost if they can be allowed to. I sort of want to, but MNL is right here. Not going to be an easy boost at all. In fact, just might be instant death if they jump over. There it is.
Yeah, nicely played there by MNL. Good position to hold. Doesn't miss the opportunity either. And Crowder Humpin is going to be falling back as well. Smart play from him, seeing as how they found him. But Shoxy still manages to find the flank on MNL. It's going to be QK Mantis rotating in, picks off Shoxy. And mTw, the defense holds for now.
Does some damage to the guy up in apartments as well. And Epsilon just... I mean, as long as mTw try and peek them every once in a while, they can sort of wait around, but eventually they will have to commit to a bomb site. And now, there it is. Peeking again, not a good idea. Crowder Humpin going to go down, and QK Mantis in the corner picks up the 1, goes for a double, and will pick it up, so that's very important. And he's going to get the 3rd as well. That's a quad kill in total, and actually he's holding on to the round. If he goes down, then it's a really good round for Epsilon. It's actually a good round anyway, and they're going to be able to buy this round.
Yeah. And not to be too picky here, but Crowder Humpin, that was the mistake. And again, is he going to skimp on helmet armor? This guy's for real? I mean, last round, for him to peek at window like that, that was a mistake on his part. Because without helmet armor, it's a one-shot, as we just saw. He took 1 to the head, and that was it. It was close enough to be lethal range. Now, not going for the helmet armor isn't that big of a deal because he's facing AKs, so you're dead regardless of the helmet or not. But that last round was a kill that shouldn't necessarily have happened for Epsilon. So just to nitpick a little bit here, but still, mTw with the 3 rounds that they need. Now is the 4th round buy for Epsilon Esports. Now is the first hurdle here for mTw. They have to actually just lock this down.
Oh, they definitely do. And there's an open FX Show, and as you said, there's one on Crowder Humpin over at the B bomb side, who's now actually looking in towards the middle. He was looking B early on, and I think he spotted 1 as well. Couldn't get the kill on him. Some information, and I think... when you're holding that far back up in the B hallways, it's generally a sign that you're just the only guy there, and I think that's actually why he's moved up to the middle. So, some good movement coming up from mTw so far, and a good grenade as well, down on GMX. Things are looking alright so far early in the round here, and they have a good setup in the A bomb side to deal with the push that might be coming.
Yeah, you can see them trying to abuse the smoke bug, looking through it. But Epsilon, they're gathering up for an A split, basically. They want to go up through connector, through a pit, and then through apartments as well. It's going to be that triple-pronged attack, and here we go. Flashes go in. Point-blank shot from SF already clears it up. GMX and SF striking. Just clean out the defense instantly. mTw get overrun in the blink of an eye.
Yep. That was very, very fast from Epsilon, and I don't know. That was the one guy that went down towards ramp. As soon as he went down, the guy inside the bomb site was all of a sudden alone, and he was sort of caught between trying to peek apartments or going out to kill the people on ramp, and neither seemed like would have worked. So just very good timing from Epsilon.
Yeah, all around solid play. That was just very clean. Landing the shots when they needed to, biding their time as well. But it was also, you could see, a very well coordinated push because all 3 prongs fell in on that A site at the same time. It wasn't one after another, or, you know, like you push out from house and then a second later you push out from pit or anything like that. It was all of them going at exactly the same time and just overwhelming the defense instantly. So very clean play. The kind of play that we expect to see from Epsilon, actually. That kind of coordination is really what we expect to see out of the team that we favor in this matchup, because right now mTw, they are very much the underdogs in this match.
Yeah, they are, but three rounds early on, and they still have money to buy. They save the AWP and they save the M4. See if they can actually pick it up. I mean, it's hard to tell anything about what really happened in that one round because Epsilon just got all the kills so quickly. This round, a little bit of a battle in the middle, and MNL comes out on top, actually taking just 3 damage. So, really good start. And Carterhumpen here, not going to be able to pick up the kill. He's going to fall back instead. But it could have definitely happened, and I'm still no head armor on him here.
Man has no fear. Man is just trying to save as much money as he can, and that is like $350 that he's saving. But Kiyoshima picks off NKJ from the A site, and now that we're back into a 4-on-4 situation, NKY pushing into B apartments. SF is right around the corner. That timing, SF backs off in the nick of time, keeps himself alive there, but that could have gone south very quickly.
Yeah, towards the A-bomb site, we still have 2 people holding. That's QK and MNL, and they have plenty of health and a few grenades as well to deal with any kind of incoming push. And Kiyoshima's already got the 1 kill. Shoxy picks up a second one. A lot of issues now coming in for QK. He's trapped here in shadows, and he's actually going to need backup really quickly.
Yeah, the Mantis, they're quick, but is he going to be quick enough? And we're about to see as 2 guys push up from pit. He's going to be the man holding on the site. He's calling out to his mates right now. Crowderhumpen already rotating into CT spawn. He's smoked off, but he's going for the boost. He's going to have the angle, and he's going to find it. There we go. Mantis, the double kill. And that is what had to happen. ASO shut down the Frenchman.
Very, very good play, actually, coming out. Nice shot from FXO. Going to take down Crowderhumpen, who did shoot him in the leg, so he's down to 16 HP. But the round is over. There's no more time left, and that will be it. Now 4-1, but I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of things that could have worked out really badly. The way that Mantis was stuck in the corner right here, if they had been executing a little bit earlier, Epsilon took it really slowly, and if they had been a little bit faster, then the AWPer and CT spawn would have never made it there, and I think it would have been really tough for him to get that double kill. But at the end, it does work out, and that's a good start here. And now what?
Oh, right, push the talk. But yeah, I can't get behind that. I mean, a little bit quicker on the execution would have made a world of difference there for Epsilon. Just too many variables, I think, that they are having to worry about. They didn't have it locked down the way that they did on the 4th round. So at this point, right now, we're still trying to see exactly where Epsilon want to take it. Luckily for them, they had enough of a bank to be able to go for a full buy, and FX did save onto that, or did save that AWP. So they have some firepower here, the Frenchmen. They just need to put it to use. Find the angle. Crowderhumpen pushing up. He's going to catch FXO. And FXO strikes first.
He's just very fast. And that is a really important kill. Taking out the enemy AWPer early on. Is it going to be enough for them to actually win this round? NKJ waiting right here. Kiyoshima takes a lot of damage, but deals back a lot more. NKJ down to 32.
Yeah, that's not going to help things. That's going to force NKJ to play a bit more passively. There is SF waiting around the corner, or it's not SF, pardon me, it's GMX waiting around the corner and in connector as well, just waiting for somebody to rotate off that A site. Shoxy currently pushing up on short, catches NKY out, and now it's all down to the last man on this B site to hold.
Yeah, that's almost impossible as well. He's going to get taken down. Shoxy with a good double kill, and FXO coming in for a little bit of fun as well. Going to pick up a double of his own. And it will be NKJ, the first guy over here at the A-bomb site, just walking away trying to save a rifle. So really good job. And mTw don't have a lot of money. In fact, this rifle and maybe some Fabasas, if they're feeling really brave, that's going to be all they get.
I'm really surprised at how slowly Epsilon are taking these rounds as well. Like, they are really approaching this just patiently. It's almost like watching Na'Vi play, where they rely on Guardian to get a pick, right? Or they just rely on burning out the clock and just waiting until they can either get the information on the setup that they're facing, or catch somebody rotating around. Epsilon are kind of playing a similar game. They're relying on FX to get an opening frag, basically, which is Crowderhump in that last round. But then to be able to just close in and catch them out with Shoxy on short, for example. So Epsilon, man, just really patient, really slow CS that we're seeing right now.
Okay, wait a minute. So ConJH has just subscribed to saying, Caps, can you stop calling him NKY? It's Nuki. I was wondering if that was Nuki, because obviously Nuki we know really well. I'm so sorry if we've been mispronouncing him, but on HLTV it even said NKY as well. That's why I was so confused. So, can somebody else confirm that this is in fact Nuki? Because that's a really big difference.
Well, Nuki's not on mouseboards anymore, as far as I know, so that could actually be right.
I'm really confused. Somebody needs to clear this up for me. I'm going to find out now for sure, because when I was reading the roster for mTw, I was wondering if that was him or not. It makes sense, but it says NKY. I don't know.
I don't have him on my list, so I can't double check.
All right.
That's. I mean, if it's Nookie, that makes sense. I wouldn't be surprised to see him actually calling for mTw either.
All right. Well, we will leave it at that, and we'll get someone who's qualified to help us out. I'll get Peter from HL2 to help me out. He definitely knows. Peter always knows. Now, we have an AWP on MNL, and we have a 3-round lead coming in here from mTw. Things are looking good, but early on, NKJ goes down. Not the ideal start in the whorehouse. It's going to be NKY to go down. Nice shot from MNL. He needs a lot more. Misses the second one. He's got not a lot of strikes left here. 2 already down. Grenade going to rain on top of him, and now actually the rotation is looking good, but MNL is going to be alone here. 1 on 3, and I don't think he has any more strikes left. That was the third one, and he's out. And that is a pretty aggressive style coming out from Epsilon.
That's their change of pace, just completely changing up the gear and going for a very aggressive play. Like that's the thing. It's like you get them used to it, you lull them into this sense of passive play, right? Epsilon, they're just taking their time, and then Epsilon, they just snap to and completely change gear and get up in mTw's face right off the bat. And that was in a round where mTw they could not afford to lose that round. As we can see now, they're on pistols. So mTw rather, are really struggling here.
And we have confirmation now. It's not Nuki. It's NKY, different player. But I mean, I was wondering too. I was almost prepared to just say Nuki from the beginning, but then I thought, maybe not. So yeah, Peter's telling me it's not. It's a different player. But there we go. 9th round is coming up here, and obviously an eco coming out from mTw. So things are changing for the better in terms of Epsilon's point of view here. Shoxy's going to take down MNL, and inside the bomb site, QK Mantis ready with a 5-7. Could drop Shox, but doesn't actually hit the shot. NKY is going to take down 1, but I'm not sure it's enough here.
No, solid play still. SF will take out QK Mantis, but Crowder Humpen drops in on FX, picks up an AWP to boot. SF now going to be facing at Connector, picks off NKY. He could go for Crowder Humpen as well, manages to make it around the corner, and now Crowder Humpen doesn't have a hope. The question is, do Epsilon let him live? They're already rotating a man around, but SF will find him at window. Crowder Humpen not allowed to save that AWP. And Epsilon not actually managing to close the gap fast enough to pick it up for themselves either. Does FX actually have enough money? No, he does not. It's going to be SF dropping for him.
4-5, and what we really need to remember is that Epsilon are on the less favored side here. So there is, I mean, in spite of having a pretty good start for mTw, now the Frenchmen have really caught up, and they don't need that many rounds. I think if Epsilon get even 5 rounds here, it's going to be fine. So 1 more round, I say, and that's when things start to get really, really worrying for mTw.
Agreed. This is, Epsilon Esports, that's the thing. This is not a team you give rounds to lightly, right? We're talking about them being, well, the favored team on this map right now. mTw, they need a crazy scoreline, I think, to have a shot at really taking this map, because Epsilon Esports, their CT side, with FXYO on that AWP, it's a terrifying thing. So it's going to be really tough for mTw. They have to just turn it around right here and just completely put a stop to Epsilon Esports. Leave them with 4 rounds. That's what has to happen for mTw to have a shot in the second half.
Yeah, and it's a pretty tall order right now. mTw's economy is really on the point of breaking, whereas Epsilon has some money stacked up still. If they lose this round, the Germans, they're going to be ecoing once more, and that will give Epsilon not just 5, but probably 6 rounds, and they're rotating out of the bomb site. Oh, good shot from Crowder Humpen. That's a very fast op shot. NKY still inside the B bomb site, just waiting for them, and he's going to get a target any second. Takes down Kiyoshima. Now it's a 2-on-5, and things are looking good for the Germans in this round.
Alright, FXYO, 2 kills. Can he make it 3? Did he spot the man getting around the corner there? Crowder Humpen is right around there. Spots a man in kitchen, gets the kill through the wall. What a shot! Shoxy now gonna be coming in through B apartments, but he's got 10 seconds left. He's just got no time. He gets 1 kill. NKJ has to play it passive, but with 6 seconds left, Shoxy gets the plant. Unreal. 1v1 now.
Shoxy, is he gonna steal this away? NKJ coming from a good angle, and oh, he does take him down. But I have no idea why the second German player in that one peaked with 10 seconds left. That is the silliest thing I've ever seen in my life. That almost threw the round away. That is just a mistake. They can't make those mistakes. Shoxy could have won that.
Yeah, thank you for confirmation. Yes, it is not. It's 2 different players, Nookie and NKY, so.
Yeah, we know.
Easy skins, easy life, the new hashtag that we use here at the channel. So, just so you guys know. And, because apparently people are doing that. And apparently, mTw by themselves a breath of fresh air there.
I think Shoxy just knifed GMX down to 78. That's so silly.
Didn't his mother teach him not to run with knives?
I know, they're looking at each other as well, discussing why was that necessary. Krauterhumpen looking at the edge of the smoke from the CT side here, seeing if he can pick up anybody, and 6-4. Winning this round would be big for mTw. Definitely force a Nico on Epsilon's side, and maybe bring back some confidence as well for the Germans.
The mid defense is going to have to come out here solid for mTw. They still have NKJ waiting in A apartments. This is so much information gained right now for mTw to be able to make a call as to where this play is going to come in from. They've got 3 guys holding solid on the A site. mTw looking to be in a pretty decent position here. Shoxy's looking for MNL, who's waiting in CPL. And it's going to be Shoxy picking up the first frag of this round.
In spite of MNL actually pre-aiming that, he was aware someone might be coming, but it wasn't good enough. Now, QK Mantis in a world of trouble around here. He's going to need backup, but NKJ up in the apartments busy walking into the wall. Not going to be quite good enough. Krauterhumpen is going to miss the shot, and SF wants to re-peek. He's going to get taken down by Shoxy coming in from behind. Good kill from NKJ, but nowhere near enough.
Not in a 1v4. And at this point, they know exactly. Kyoshima gets picked off, however. Great play there. But NKJ, he gets mollied out, they get the plant in the end, and Epsilon are now just going to be able to hold this against him. There isn't a whole lot that NKJ to hope. He'd still got 2 kills. The first kill, like, okay, you're going to be able to catch them by surprise, because maybe that's the last thing that Epsilon Esports are expecting to see, a man up in A apartments. But the second one on Kyoshima, that was really nice by NKJ. He shouldn't have been able to get that second kill.
Now, that was some good timing, and you got to wonder if he had been there for QK Mantis a little bit earlier, if it could have made a difference, because instead he sort of just left him alone against 4 people. Well, it's going to be the round for Epsilon, and 6-5 is the scoreline. Now moving into the 12th round, coming up right away. And I don't know. I mean, it feels like mTw they're showing us stuff here. I mean, they're not just getting, steamrolled by Epsilon, which could have happened, I think. But I don't think it's enough, basically. That's the main point here.
No, well, I mean, the fact that they have to eco now and give Epsilon 6 rounds on the T side, that's enough rounds for Epsilon. So we're really starting to get into those dangerous waters, right? Or Epsilon, there's going to be a bunch of sharks, and they smell the blood. There's plenty of it in the water, and right now Epsilon, they're just closing in from all sides. There isn't a whole lot that mTw can really hope to do right now.
That was so funny, that whole exchange. SF actually just randomly flashed down towards Underpass, and then, I'm not sure it was, I think it was MNL just peeked out, trying to see if, he was flashed and he just ran out, and SF was like, oh, well, I guess that's just a free kill for me, and then he picked up 2 more right afterwards. That looked so casual from SF, and that, obviously sets the round up nicely for his team.
Yeah, we are going to be closing in to a pretty much open B site. They're really just trying to guard that rifle right now. Stay alive in A apartments. QK Mantis has got NKJ's back. And really, that's all they can hope to do right now at this point, mTw, because they just don't have the money. They don't have the money to be going to try and chase this. They're all the way on the other side of the map, so there's no real hope of them getting a defuse. It's really just mTw. I wouldn't even be surprised to actually have them just kind of sitting there having a meeting at this point. They're going to be listening, but they need to be going over what they want to do when they're going to be able to buy here versus Epsilon.
Kiyoshima is kind of close by. He could go for a bit of a chase up with the apartments, but even just being here, I think he knows a lot about where they're not. He hasn't seen anyone running back from Connector or anything, so he knows that there's probably nobody in that area, and they can guess where it is. So he's going to be sacrificing an AK, trying to see if he can go for this. QK Mantis around the corner, goes down. Now NKJ has the only rifle left here, and they'd really, really like to save it. Let's see if they're going to be able to. Kiyoshima peeks out once more, and actually doesn't get the kill. Very close, though.
Very close call. NK makes it out, though. Now the real question for mTw, do they go for a double round of eco? Do they want to get that AWP up on Krauterhumpen again? And that's not going to be the answer. It's going to be a force buy out of them. So with around 4,300 bucks, they're just going for a straight up force. Not many nades, but full rifles across the board.
Smoking off the pit, but Epsilon charged through. NKJ missing way too many shots. It's going to go down. Mantis with a good return takes down FXGO. Can they do more? They need to do a lot more. They can't lose this round. mTw, that would put them very, very far behind if they do. And MNL coming up with a good kill here. QK Mantis going down. It's still a 3-on-4. Actually a 3-on-3 right now.
It's a 3-on-3. They are managing to hold the ground here, mTw, but now they get smoked off. And their lives just got a whole lot harder to get in here and actually get something done. If stairs is all is all that's there, GMX on this site is going to manage to pick off a pretty easy headshot on Krauterhumpen.
A good return from MNL, but the bomb planted, the odds definitely stack against mTw. JMX is really, really low, but Shoxy's still alive and on 100% HP, and that has to be a really worrying sign here. Shoxy with the 1 kill, and a quick double from Shoxy will finish it. 6-7 now. No money left for mTw. They really can't force up this one, even in the 14th round, especially in the 14th round maybe, because then they'll just have, well, 2 rounds where they only can buy pistols, and that's not good enough here. 7-6 and a pretty good lead now for Epsilon, I would say.
Yeah, this is looking just like what we expected to see out of Epsilon, really. They figured out how mTw were holding early on. Rather than go for aggression, they decided to slow down their pace. That threw mTw off. And ever since then, mTw have been playing catch-up. MNL going for an aggressive push and underpass gets picked off immediately by a good bit of teamwork there from Epsilon, flash and pick. And this is just turning into a turkey shoot. Like, there isn't a whole lot that mTw can do.
No, there is not. Humpen and Mantis left. I do love saying that name. It's a very satisfying
It's a good name, isn't it?
Yes, it really is.
It sounds so dramatic, but then, I guess anything in German, sounds dramatic. It's like Germans, they always sound angry, even if they're laughing.
It's
but
true.
Humpen, right? It's just like, okay then, that guy's gonna fuck you up.
It sounds like it, but so far we haven't seen him quite enough to say that. He's bottom fragging at the moment. I don't know. I feel like mTw are actually playing decently well. Like it's not like I find a ton of mistakes that mTw are making. They're just playing a really strong team, and sometimes that just happens. QK Mantis and Humpen going to be picking up an AWP each, so they're going to go for the double up setup here.
Ah, that's interesting. That's a good way to change things up, right? Last round, 15th round of this half, and now mTw decided to change up the pace and go for a double op play and go rushing right into FXIO's waiting arms. FXIO gets 1, GMX gets another, Humpen and is down. QK Mantis with the AWP picks up GMX coming in through underpass, but that's just 1 frag going mTw's way. They need more.
Yeah, and now I would say we're starting to see some weird mistakes coming out from mTw. It's all good and well rushing the middle like that and putting aggression on, but normally what we actually see teams do nowadays is they sort of rush up and don't actually go all the way. They sort of stop short right at the edge of the ramp here, because if you push up the rest of the way, you are just exposing yourself way too much. And if you really wanted to push all the way up, you have to sort of flash in, and they did none of that. So that's a big problem.
Where are we going with this? It's going to be the A flash. There is a man waiting in the corner. His name is MNL. He's in shadow.
He's going to get
and he
burnt.
Strikes like a ninja.
A ninja on fire, that is. That Molotov just almost killed him. He wanted to wait and peek just as they came out, but they waited just long enough that he was down to 8 HP. That's going to put us at 9-6 for the first half here. Moving into the second half, I think mTw are going to be hard-pressed to try and win this. Almost impossible, I would say. Yeah,
this is... It's tough to really come up with anything right now, because in the end, it really feels like mTw are they tried to change it up, tried to go for some aggression, try to play passive, but at the end of the day, Epsilon were the ones landing the shots. And it doesn't matter what kind of strategy you have, or, like, you can come out with, like, the 6 strategic plays, but if you aren't hitting your shots in the end, it's kind of like all for naught. Yeah. So mTw just deciding to go for the Glock train right now into B apartments. Gathering up, they walk there, and they're going to go as 4. So it's all going to come down to SF now. He's going to get caught point blank with a 5-7.
Yeah, not an ideal situation. Grenade comes out, doesn't stop them at all. SF will pick up the headshot, second one as well. And he's going to go for a third. He runs out of bullets, but pretty would have been able to kill NKY. Grenade takes him down to 9 HP. It will be a bomb plant. No, actually, they're hesitating here, and FXIO's moving up. He's looking right through the wall, actually, just trying to use that audio cue to try and see if he can guess where he is. Great headshot comes out. Going for a second one as well. NKJ charging in, and is going to pick up a great double kill. Now it's a one-on-one, and NKJ needs to stay alive here and win this round for mTw. Otherwise, it's going to be all over. He will do it as well. Great headshot coming out, and mTw do win the pistol round on the second half.
Unreal. NKJ, the clutch that they actually managed to pull that off, especially after FXIO just narrowly missing the man with 5 HP. He gets the guy behind bench, but then can't get the guy on site. And it falls apart from there for Epsilon Esports, and especially after SF with the double kill. Like, that was a 3-on-5 situation, and mTw managed to bring it back. Just great play from the Germans. That's keeping their hopes alive here in this map.
Yeah, and nice job, Mantis, not getting caught by the double peek up in apartments, just staying alive for as long as possible, and we'll even save that Galil. GMX going to go down, and it will be on Superfighter looking for a 1-dig.
The 1-dig, can he do it again? Headshots. Alright, now he's kind of camping out, hoping that somebody's going to walk around in mid, but that doesn't seem to be the case. mTw content to back off towards T-spawn. They want to make absolutely sure that they hold on to all their guns here. And right now, yeah, it just seems like this is going to go, at least right now, for the way things are going, it should be just mTw kind of cruising.
Hopefully going to be able to equalize the score, and then, you know, at 9-9, I still require a bit of a miracle. I will say this, though. The thing that really lost Epsilon the game against Fnatic on this map was because they made an insane amount of mistakes. Like, even when they were in really advantageous positions, they just kept re-peaking. So if mTw somehow know about that match, I would actually be really happy if they played it slowly and waited for Epsilon to peak them, because that's what Fnatic did, basically. But it's... I mean, I think Epsilon gave that match away in large parts. I think they've already learned from that mistake, essentially.
That's a good point. They will have changed it up. It's also a different caliber, right? Fnatic are going to be able to jump on those opportunities. FXO up close, going to get rushed down. Nothing he can really do. Just completely flashed. Joxy as well, blind to the world. Gets overrun. NKY with all 3 entry frags onto that A site. Rotation coming in now from GMX. NCPL can get 1. He could actually get 2 as well. But he doesn't have a whole lot of health, and he's about to get flanked.
Yeah, just trying to see if he can escape the situation. But Humpen is not going to be able to let that one go. Just getting the headshot initially, and that's going to be it. Into the 19th round, Epsilon picking up FAMAS M4 and SEAWP on FXO without any body armor. But well, actually, he will get body armor, but no head armor. Still, I think it's acceptable.
It's acceptable. I mean, 3 Galils. You know, he's going to be pretty sad if he gets headshot by 3 Galils, but this is still, look at this. Kyoshima pushing all the way up to the top of mid. He's got FXO to back him with that AWP and a Manning connector as well. Smoke is going to go down, however, so that's going to slow things up. And FXO has no fear. He actually pushes into connector through that window. This is all Kyoshima now. 1v2 at the top of mid.
Yeah, he's getting some backup now from the middle, but underpass as well. QK's coming up, takes down FXO, and peeks up behind. Kyoshima's going to pick up the kill, and Kyoshima actually with a double. Now has to turn around and worry about Mantis in underpass, but this is a weird trade in the beginning of this round. Very strange.
This is all over the place. The big thing here, however, is that Epsilon have got 2 guys now camping this bomb. And they've even got a man pushing in. That's Shoxy pushing into A pit. He's looking to get into T-spawn. He could catch them all completely out in a flank right now, Shoxy. It comes down to whether his teammates can stay alive here, take these fights. QK Mantis gets caught by SF, and Kyoshima has to hear with the AK that he's stolen. This is it. mTw are about to get ground down.
Let's see. There is an AWP, so if Epsilon keep peeking, which is what they would have done against Fnatic, well, they can lose this, but otherwise, if they just stay put here, there's almost no way that NKG and Crowderhuman can get out of this one. They're so low on health, and they are so low on time as well. NKJ waiting right here, and they're going to be walking up. SF takes the 1, and another one goes to Kyoshima. So, actually, yeah, SF takes another one as well. Really good, well played. Triple for SF, in fact.
Shoxy actually ran all the way from T-spawn back through A site, through CT spawn, into B apartments, just to try and get the flank on those guys. You ran a full circle around the map, pretty much, just to try and get a flank, and then he was late. Poor guy.
Oh, all that legwork. Well, mTw can still buy, and I guess that is about the only good news we have for them right now, because after this round, they're going to be very low on the economy once again, and Epsilon have a round lead. FXO sneaking up in the middle, going to take a kill, and then just run away. Grinning, really satisfied with himself, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure, because he was completely alone there. He had 0 backup. If anybody comes out from underpass, that's it. But Crowderhuman with a great shot onto SF. Good punish there. SF jumping around at the entrance to B apartments, getting information, and Crowderhuman ain't having none of it.
That was pretty cool.
Gotta love that flick, because it's such a quick flick that you have to go for. I mean, you have a split second to pick off that shot. And Crowderhuman, he pulls it off pretty nicely.
Alright, now let's see. GMX looking over here in the apartments, and actually going to spot a couple of people and instantly run back. Doesn't want to give anything away. Can't really blame him. It's a 4-on-4, and they are making a good rotation here. Epsilon, FXO coming in. And whenever that happens, you know death is just around the corner. He's going to be peeking up here, takes a shot through, actually hits a couple of people. I think he hit NKY then. And if they try and jump through the smoke, then GMX is going to be right here to take care of it. Takes down one, that's the bomb. Doesn't get the second one, and now it's on FX to see if he can pick up another one. He's already got the one kill and did some damage as well.
Yeah, not the best weapon to have in a 1v3, though. He has to try and keep his distance. But Kyoshima is here to support now with the M4 point blank there from FX onto NKJ. And now it's Crowder humping. Off the off, misses the shot. And with 10 seconds left on the clock, mTw are taken out. No plant either, meaning they have no money. QK Mantis has got 5k, but the rest of them are fairly low on funds at this point.
All right,
this
now
match is getting away from them.
Semna, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put auto director on, and I'm just going to leave you for like 20 seconds because I need to close my window in the other room because there's a thunderstorm rolling over my house right now. So it's
no
really
way.
Yeah, summer thunderstorm. Hopefully no lightning on the stream. That would be bad, but we'll see. Just take it away. SFX Joe's going to pick up a couple of kills in the middle here.
Yeah, Kyoshima also doing work. GMX is going to find one. And this is going to be NKJ managing to actually sneak his way up onto A site, but the bomb is dropped all the way at the top of mid. He's hoping to pick up that gun, and Yoshima's just daring him to. He's like, yeah, I know you want it, but you ain't going to have it. And this is just going to be another quick round here. Epsilon Cup. Only losing one guy, which is important for them. They want to just maintain the momentum that they have. Because we can still see they aren't out of the woods yet as far as money is concerned. 5k, 4k on SF and Kyoshima. And enough for FX to be able to pick up another AWP, which is the important part for him. But Shoxy and GMX aren't exactly rolling in it yet. So Epsilon are looking for clean rounds like that. Just wipe them out, build bank, and go from there. Again, we are going to see FXO actually peeking out into mid, however. This time, not really getting rewarded with anything. He doesn't see anything. He doesn't see anything, which is information enough for him to say, okay, there's nobody top mid. So that either means that they're gathering in A pit, A apartments, or going towards B apartments. So something to keep in mind here for Epsilon Esports is it's fairly quiet, and they have to kind of worry about the bomb sites themselves at this point.
Oh, I'm back again. And still alive. No lightning strike yet. QK Mantis, good kill, and then the quick return coming out. Actually, they're going to get the bomb site for this one. FXO can't really stop this bomb plant. And 3-on-4 retake coming out here.
NK actually keeping this man over here on A site, which is very nicely done by him. Shoxy's going to get tired of his games, though. Shoxy does not play games. Shoxy wins games. And so this is now a 3-on-3 retake, but Epsilon Esports are starting to run out of time here. They need to get onto this site, and Crowder humping, he's not letting it happen. FXO is already gone.
Yeah, that seals the deal. Shoxy was also very far away, so it would have been a little bit difficult, but worth going for anyway. I think Epsilon have a ton of confidence here in the second half. They probably feel like they've won this map already, and it's just a matter of playing out the string at this point. They're not quite right about that. Got to be careful that they don't become overconfident, but they have a lot of money. They have a 2-round lead, and they've been winning a lot of rounds already.
Yeah, that's exactly what I said before I clicked the button. I'm still trying to figure out. I mean, I wonder if mTw need to just be going for more of the all-out aggression, right? The peaks like that one that actually paid off and got them an entry that allowed them to get onto the B side, right? Step after step after step. But mTw need to start landing more shots here. Epsilon Esports have a golden opportunity to wreck their economy.
That's exactly right. And FXO is going to pick up a kill in the middle. QK Mantis goes down, and not the good start that the German team was looking for. Kyoshima and Shoxy are also in pretty decent positions here. Actually going to peek out right in the face of NKJ, and they can double peek him here. This is going to be very tough for him to deal with. And a flash rains in. He still picks up a kill. Nicely done from NKJ. That was actually very unexpected. Now coming up from the middle is going to be NKY. Almost could have maybe caught FXO, but the smoke prevents it. And now Shoxy. Potential for a good double kill here.
Are they going to check, though? They knew that they were playing aggressive. mTw should not be going around this corner without checking to see if Shoxy is there. That would be a massive give up. And right now, he's not going to do it. MNL goes for it. NKJ is here, very low on HP, and Shoxy gets him too. Drops the bomb, and that's information enough here for Epsilon. They know what's up. They should be able to rotate in now and close in on mTw.
Oh, and Crowder Humpen, this time it wasn't his turn. Shoxy will pick up a quad kill, and that no-scope should have pretty worked out for him. That was a little bit tragic. But more than that, I don't think it would have really mattered a lot if they'd killed Shoxy in that position. He had already done so much. I mean, you said they should check, and they were checking, but they were actually trying to flash their way in, but they team flashed each other. I think that's where it really broke down for mTw. A little bit of a mistake there, and that also obviously let Shoxy know that someone was coming. So not ideal.
No, exactly. And they're going for it again. This time it's going to be NK who's just getting caught out. And now NKY down to low health as well. SF is holding solid on the B side. NKY is getting caught on short, and they're just getting sandwiched in. Epsilon so quick on the rotations and the calls, just hammering mTw.
Yes, they are. Mantis goes down as the last. Double kill for Shoxy in this round, 14-10. Shoxy currently top fragging at 21, but not far behind SSF and not far behind either is FXO. In fact, everybody right now on Epsilon is stepping it up, and that's a really good sign. Again, I think the danger for a team like Epsilon having Shoxy and FXO is if they just rely on those people to do the killing. So if everyone is working, then that's good.
Exactly. Well, that's it. You want it. It's the same sort of thing that we were saying with London Calling, right? London Conspiracy, damn it. But London Conspiracy, it's the same sort of thing. Everybody was getting frags. It was really tough for Kick to figure out where to go on Inferno, for example, because they were just dying everywhere. And it's kind of the same thing here for mTw. Now they're just dropping out onto the B site. SF already gets one. GMX is just laying waste, but it's a quick 2 for 2. And now we're into a 3-on-3 retake. But Epsilon, they've already rotated right here. There isn't going to be any time for mTw to set up, really.
FXO now trying to push through the smoke. This is really dangerous play. I mean, if he gets caught right at the edge of the smoke, that's not really going to work out for him. But somehow he's still alive, looking through, not going to get that shot. Grenade rains in and does do a lot of damage to MNL, but the retake is still on. In the back, NKJ is hiding, and he's about to be the only one. He's going to go down. Shoxy with a double. FXO is 1. And Epsilon now going to take map point here. The first map in the best of 3. And mTw really don't have a lot of money, even with the bomb plant here, Semler.
No, it's just enough to go for FAMAS armor, that sort of thing. They're going to have enough to get a couple AKs on. MNL, one of them. NKJ could go for one as well, but he's going to go for a Galil because they do need some nades here. That's the thing, mTw. They still need nades to work with. QK Mantis actually getting a full set and opting to go for the P250 straight up. So now, how do they... What's the call? Is it just going to be a B execute? It seems like it. They just want to go for another B smoke round.
Yeah, a little bit tough if they go for it with just the two Galils and one AK. Not really sure it's quite enough, but we'll see. SF taking some time getting into position. Actually, just as he does it, they flash through. So now backup is being called for again. Same push coming through from the German team. All in this time. GMX goes down and actually gets the 1 kill before he does. And now they're going to take down SF, so nice job.
Yeah, so far this is clean. Shoxy clicks away 1, gets the second headshot. FXO finds MNL. And FXO takes out the Mantis. He had his fly swatter. This is it. Epsilon Esports 16-10 on this first map of the best of 3 here to decide who moves on in this qualifier for Gamescom.
Exactly. Pretty ridiculous no-scope at the end. I'm not even sure he realized he had killed the last guy. I think he was still scoping for the next one. So maybe a little bit hyped up. But there it is. Epsilon taking the first map, and we'll be going right into the second one after a quick break. So don't go far. We will be right back.